Welcome to Front and Center with Jacquie Jordan.
So in naturopathic medicine, we believe that disease is caused by obstacles.
Because my category is so limited, there's usually never more than 3 or 4 people. The last one I did, there were 5 people.
This is Front and Center with your host, Jacquie Jordan.
Entertainment and pop culture expert Jacquie Jordan is with us.
2-time Emmy-nominated Hollywood producer Jacquie Jordan.
We are the show where we talk with the change agents, the storytellers, and the activators, making impact from behind the scenes. Welcome to Front and Center with Jacquie Jordan. I am Jacquie Jordan. Thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like to find out more about our past podcasts or broadcast shows, you can find us on YouTube on Front and Center with Jacquie Jordan. And you can also listen in on any place that you enjoy listening and hearing your favorite podcasts. Today, we have a fantastic lineup, and I'm really excited to share it with you. We've got Dr. Kendra Becker coming on. She's the author of A Delicious Way to Heal the Gut and also All You Can Eat. She's a doctor in naturopathy and integrative medicine, and she's going to share with us what it is like to stay healthy in this crazy time period. And we're also going to dive in a little bit about that spike protein we've all been hearing about. And later in this episode, we're going to have Sarasota's bikini fitness model, Cyndi Welch. She's 67 years old and competing on the circuit, and we're going to find out more what it takes to train and be a fitness model. And I love that these women are setting the example and the bar for us. Speaking of women who've set the bar for us, I just watched the HBO series Being Mary Tyler Moore. Now, I think there's a whole entire generation who has no idea who Mary Tyler Moore is. But when I was growing up, Mary Tyler Moore was such a big deal, especially the Mary Tyler Moore Show. And I believe that she even had an unconscious impact on my current career in television and my own life trajectory. And so I watched the documentary. It was really fascinating to see the whole behind the scenes story about what it's like, and also look at it from the lens of this time and space period that we're in, how she went from the Dick Van Dyke Show to Mary Tyler Moore, and then had to suffer her own personal tragedy. So it was a really interesting look and to a very fascinating woman. At the time when her show ran, she would have like 23 million viewers, and for television, that was huge. Television has changed so much; they rarely get that size viewership anymore. But the Mary Tyler Moore Show was a really big impact. So it was really great to see this fantastic woman and what it was like being her. Because I think sometimes people become their own characterization of the characters that we play. We see that sometimes still in the media and in celebrity culture, but I found that really fascinating with Mary Tyler Moore. So I thought that was a really good documentary to watch. And I also finally listened to the audio podcast of Prince Harry's The Spare, which I think has a really great title. And as a ghostwriter myself and a New York Times bestselling publisher, I listened to about 12 minutes of the book, and then I refunded it. And I have to tell you, I wanted to call the bluff on the book because I could tell from my own professional experience that Prince Harry was not very involved in writing the book. And as ghostwriters, we sometimes have to interpret or pull on public information. And when I was listening to the book, I was like, there is nothing here that I didn't already know from the public scope of things. So I didn't get anything deeper about Princess Diana or what it was like to be raised by her. And even though he was quite young, he was still old enough to have very specific and unique memories that he could have shared. So I felt that the book was a disappointment, and I refunded it and got my credit back, which is also interesting because I also see that Spotify just dropped Meghan Markle's podcast at this time. And if you've been watching any of my clips or any of my YouTube placements, I speak a lot about the agenda for Americans to take in Meghan Markle and Prince Harry as one of their own. And so, but they're not giving up a lot. But the Mary Tyler Moore documentary had a little bit more meat to it. And I felt like you got something from the inside. And it's always really interesting to watch a celebrity figure from this perspective in this time period than it was from the previous. So with that said, I hope you stick around. We've got Dr. Kendra Becker coming up and followed by Sarasota's bikini fitness model, Cyndi Welch. Stay tuned.